Nei, men hei sann du, og velkommen tilbake til Matias spiller Cloud Heart, hvor vi fortsetter denne spennende kampen mot Agony. Og der ble vi ferdig. Veldig fort. Veldig bra start på episoden. Og nå begynner den siste kampen mot Aditya begynne. Hun har bare noen ting å si. Impossible! This cannot be! Denne episoden vil være lang nok til å holde hele kampen mellom meg og Aditya, fordi at jeg vil ha en sånn ekstra lang episode. Looks like I passed your test. But this is absurd. You were at the mercy of all of... How could you have? How could you have? Seems to me that you've grossly underestimated us, like you did with your father, huh? It appears I was mistaken. That was quite an admirable feat. You have caught my attention. The tables have turned. Nonsense, my mind, my will, has endured for 500 years. This changes nothing. Then let me ask something. Aditya. You risked your own life to prevent your father from destroying the world, but now you follow in his footsteps. Why are you doing this? First of all, I'll have you know, I am nothing like my father, but I do owe it to you to answer that question. Have you ever stopped to take a good look at the disturbing world we live in? For the centuries I was trapped inside these cursed chambers, betrayed, punished by my own father. In this disgusting place I was alone. Images of the world were all around me, but I myself was invisible. Can you even begin to imagine what this is like? Observing everything, unable to reach out and grasp it. Standing in the cold, looking, seeing the world only through a crystal mirror. Having nobody, nothing to interact with. And your own mind slowly eating away at you. This has been my curse, my reality, my 500 years of agony. Do we truly desire a world in which a fate like mine is allowed? Should such a level of misery be permitted to exist? I have taken it upon myself to banish this pain. The only way for a human being to achieve eternal peace of mind is through death. Life is simply a future struggle towards this peace. Peace sought after through power, which in turn brings misery to others. This has been reality ever since the human mind invented the concepts of yours and mine. It is our never-ending circle of despair. Therefore, I will end all life, the source of all struggles, of all suffering. That is my ultimate desire. Just as I suspected. Even the one pulling the strings is just doing what she believes is right. Hate to say it, I kind of understand you. We're getting tired of running around like you, around chasing after people like you. And I'm sure you're getting sick of our meddling. So how about this? It ends here. The winner decides. If you win, do whatever you want. But if we defeat you, we'll be the ones to decide the world's future. The winner takes it all, Exactly. As for the loser, no hard feelings. Sounds about right. Indeed. Indeed. This should be good. An interesting proposition. Very well, I accept. But make no mistake, I shall not go easy on you. Well, you'll be going easier on us than your father did. Rest assured, neither will we. Death will come to us someday. It is pointless to rush things. Today we will fight despair and press on. We will live. Banishing despair alone is a foolish idea. You fear the dark and therefore wish to eliminate it. But to go such lengths as to shatter the light along with it, I cannot allow this. Aditya, we will show you just how strongly we believe in the future of mankind. Aditya emerges. Let the final battle commence. You're poor, misguided fools. Don't you see? This is the only way. This is our only redemption. Lower your weapons. Come and join me in eternal sleep. Never. That'll never happen. We'll never do that. This is Matias! This is the final battle in Cloud Arch. So let's do this. Let's do this. This final battle. I witnessed the Alina War of 100 years ago. Innocent men and women, young and old, slaughtered like animals over one man's lust for power. Tell me, could you have looked into the eyes of those victims and told them their world had not betrayed them? Don't try it, Aditya. We'll never go for that way that you have gone for. For du forstår ikke noe av hva det betyr å leve. Det som du forstår døden. And that I shall bevise for deg I dag. Because this is Sparta! Litt referanse må man gjøre av og til. Kanskje jeg tar det litt seriøst. Det vel noen av dere som ser på det synes, men jeg prøver å få dette her til å virke som de mest spennende kampene ever. I fell in love once, you know. It was centuries ago. He was an Empyrean knight, loyal and kind, who never harmed a single living being. I watched him every day from here inside my crystal prison. Then, do you know what happened? He was fooled into marrying a selfish, manipulated lady and lived out his days in utter misery. Vel, han var bedre off med henne enn han ville vært med deg. Not only was I unable to reach out and touch my beloved knight, but I had to watch him doom himself to a fate he did not deserve. Oh yes, he did. I could have saved him. He could have saved me. No, he could not. And you could not have saved him. And he did deserve that faith. That was a better faith than he would have gotten with you. Ja, som dere forstår så bruker jeg mye engelske ord når jeg spiller spillene mine. Men det fordi at jeg føler mer for å bruke engelske ord når jeg spiller disse spillene, I stedet for å snakke norsk, liksom. Men ikke gå pure English, for det orker jeg ikke. Det blir litt mye. For jeg vet jo ikke hva det engelske hva de amerikanske ordene for alt mulig, eller ja, det skjønner hva jeg mener. Så det ville nok bli vanskelig for meg. Litt for vanskelig. Decades ago, a young girl caught my eye. A sweet child that reminded me much of my past self innocent and kind. Do you know what happened to her? She was chased up into the mountains by a pair of boys who wanted more from her than she wanted to give. Terrified, she ran from them, stumbled, and fell off a cliff. Her life was instantly stolen from her, and those responsible were never punished for their horrible sin. Last year, those two disgusting boys, now disgusting old men, were the first two human beings my vultures murdered. Well, jeg tenker meg at det var en historie om noen som kom til å bli voldtatt, egentlig. Og hvis noen lurer på hva voldtekt er, hvis du er barn, vent noen år, er du still. Hvis du er barn, så er det nok lurt at du venter noen år, fordi at det der med voldtekt er ikke akkurat noe fint å høre om, særlig om. Det er ikke noe særlig fint å høre noe om. Og jeg skal ikke gidde å fortelle noe om det her på Matias spiller, for jeg vil for det meste holde dette her så barnevennlig som overhodet mulig, for at det skal være sånn at jeg ikke kan få 18-års grense på spill, 18-års grense på videoene mine, for det vil jeg ikke. Why do you persist? Why won't you accept the death you desperately need? There's no denying the world can be a horrifying place, and there are times when I think that's all it is. But that's what makes hope such a powerful thing. What keeps us going is mankind's never-ending faith in a brighter tomorrow. But faith isn't all we have. We'll show you. We have the will to change. We will build that tomorrow. And we will prove you wrong. This is Sparta! This is the final hour. The final battle. The game is beginning to end. It's beginning of the end for you. I am afraid this is beginning. Jeg er redd for at dette er begynnelsen for slutten. Dette er begynnelsen for slutten. Din. This is the last battle that we'll have in this game. Ja, jeg vet det, jeg repeterer mye nå, men jeg har ikke så mye å si. Jeg har ikke noe tema å ta. Jeg har ikke noe tema å ta. Og der ble vi ferdig med kampen mot Aditya. What irony. I followed this path for 500 years and now I'm defeated by a child. Is this my punishment for being wrong all this time? Have I only brought this deeper misery upon myself? Hey, it's not completely impossible to understand your point of view, you know. Spare me that sympathy. I am your enemy, a threat your very existence. Marv, Catherine. Within you, who shines a radiant light, unlike anything I've ever seen before. Once that conquered even my malice. I'll keep my word. The worlds that I have torn asunder will now return to one. Return to one? And all that I ripped apart will be merged together again. Time, history, even people. How will that work? Simply put, it won't. The worlds are no longer as similar as they once were. Therefore, one timeline must erase the other. One must be dominant. The era I created was one of fear, of suffering, with the Nightwings feeding upon it like parasites. Therefore, I will use the last of my strength and my life to make your world, your peaceful era, the dominant one. You mean Yule? It is the only way. Then what will happen to everyone living in the other world? They will again become one. Their memories and emotions will simply be overwritten by those from your peaceful world. In other words, the world that I manipulated will never have existed. You three are originally from the peaceful world, thus you will remain unchanged by this. However, I'll forget everything. My time with the Nightwings, my departure from Etheria, and my journey with you. I fear even the strongest of memories are unlikely to survive. Well then, I'll just have to accept that. Scarlet? There's no time for goodbyes. This is time is merging as we speak. Go, return to the portal immediately. Thank you. This sensation, this warm embrace. I can feel it. I'm fading. Father? Well then, I guess this is goodbye. Scarlet, I like to say I'll miss you and that I'll never forget you, but I guess that isn't a promise I can keep. Either way, we'll find you. Even if you forget, we won't forget you. We'll come visit you sometime. He's right. And we'll make you remember. We won't stop nagging until you do. Agreed. This is not our last meeting. My friends, Marv, Catherine, Lionel, I've seen and done a lot of things these last few years. Many of them I'd like to forget. But I want you to know that my time spent with you, it truly... Scarlet! Og der ble hun borte. Everyone, let's go home. Ja. My home. It's been 7 years. Back then, the time that I was the happiest. I cannot go back and face it yet, just yet. Not while there are still promises left to fulfill. Jeg lurer på hva han mener med det. Kanskje du kunne laget et spill som viste hva han mente med det, Carl? Hva sier du? I swear, when I have achieved what I set out to do all those years ago, I'll return to you, Lillian. Perhaps then I'll be worthy of your love again, once again. Until then, I'll trust you to take care of her, my son. Han føler at det er veldig awkward. Neimen, åh. Både moren og Kyrien her. Eller, ja. We spent so much time hiding from each other, you and I. But now those days are over. I now understand the burden you were carrying all alone for so many years. And how much our journey together lightened that. I'm truly grateful you finally let me in. That you've trusted me and given me a chance to know you, maybe even heal you. But what I still haven't told you is that you've been healing me too. Someday soon, I'll tell you my story, Marv, and I know you'll listen. Ah, there you are. How are the repairs coming along? Well, they were a bit slow at first, but things are progressing nicely. You can tell people are much more motivated now. Excellent. Give my thanks to the others. Once we shall all be the ones thanking. Oh, we should be thanking you. Oh, ma'am. Had you not started a restoration committee, this town would still be in ruins. Well, I can't take all the credit for that. Anyway, let's get back to work. Am I doing all right, Lucas? It is thanks to you that I made this far. Because you believed in me. I'll never forget your words that day. You taught me that importance of hope, and now the dream that you and I shared is soon to be realized. Now, once the restoration is complete, I'll have some other friends to visit. Marv, Catherine, and Dion, my time spent with you, truly. Hun husker dem fortsatt. Changed me. Hun husker dem fortsatt, du. Uansett. And that is all. My story is over. With all evidence of... Jeg får stoppe videoen hvis dere vil lese alt. Der, for jeg tror ikke jeg får lest særlig mye av det. Before I publish this book, I like to leave the last few pages. Yeah. My once clouded heart. I think she might have some things she wants to say. This is in the future, I think. Aww. To all my friends and my dear Catherine, thank you. Aww. The end. Ja, da ble vi ferdig med Cloud Heart. Congratulations on finishing the game. You have now unlocked the bonus room, where you can hear a few words from the maker of this game and find out things you may not have noticed. You will also find additional scenes that are relevant to the story, but didn't fit into the game itself. Det valget skal jeg ta i neste episode. Så da sier jeg takk for nå. Ha det bra. Og håper du følger med på bonusepisoden. Så da sier jeg takk for nå. Ha det bra. Takk for at du har sett på. Og håper du følger med på neste episode. Ha det bra.